Hey Aries, it's Ryan with Erosoflovetarot. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do your February 2022 Love Tarot reading and astrology reading. As always, if you like these videos and would like to see more of them, please click the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel and it's very much appreciated from me. All right, Aries, so we're going through a lot of retrogrades right now. Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. It's just moving out of Aquarius right now. And then Venus is also retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. There is a concentrated amount of energy and planets right now sitting in Saturn-ruled signs. That's Capricorn and Aquarius. Mars, your ruling planet, also just moved into Aquarius where it is exalted. And when I say things like exalted, fall, dignified, that's the quality of the planet in a certain sign and what you can expect. So for you, Aries, Mars rules your body. It's the first house. Your self-presentation out into the world, your purpose, your identity. Mars also rules Scorpio, which is your 8th house of endings, karmic debts. It's the death and rebirth process. It's also transformation. It's healing. It's purging and release. So think about that. If there's something about your identity, if there's something going on with your purpose, your body that needs to be purged, released, transformed, now is the time for you to start taking that action. And I think it has something more to do with career. I think it has to do with what you identify in the workplace, because Capricorn is your 10th house. It's 10 signs past Aries, and the 10th house has to do with career. It's known as praxis, your outwardly appearance and what it is you do out into the world. So it has a lot to do with career, but it's also the height of your chart. It's at the very top of your chart. So this is the pinnacle, and it has a lot to do with responsibility. It has a lot to do with boundaries and limits, insiders and outsiders. And it also has to do with hardship sometimes too. Capricorn can be a very difficult house at times. So Mars in this particular sign though, of Capricorn, is about directed energy, Aries. So Mars is a planet of action, vitality, inertia. It's also known as the warrior, cutting and severing. Sometimes there's war essentially connected to this, and I'll talk about that coming up here. But when it's in Capricorn, Capricorn's about discipline and responsibility. So it's about taking really directed action, thought out action. Here you are, the strategist, the ultimate strategist. You're a leader. We see a lot of military leaders with Mars and Capricorn. So it's time to take some very specific action, Aries, and it's going to be somewhere in that career house. And it could also have to do with money, because Venus retrograde in the sign of your 10th house, that's money. Venus rules Taurus, and it also rules relationships. So that's Libra. So money, relationships, career, you're getting hit in a lot of different areas, and it's all going to realign you. So Venus is backed up right now to 11 degrees of Capricorn. She's going to station direct at the end of the week, and then she's going to start moving forward. And that's when your ruling planet Mars starts getting into the mix. You're here to help something. You're here to push something forward, perhaps in career, perhaps with money, self-worth. The combinations are endless here. But that's where your focus is. And Aries, you're going to know what this is. The other thing is Mercury is also retrograde. Started in the sign of Aquarius, which is the sign of your hopes, wishes, and dreams, your allies, and your friends. It's also a visionary house. It's the house of the future. So things are changing here. Mercury's going to change things up. And then Venus and Mercury are conjoined with Pluto throughout the retrograde phases. And these are truths. It's things from the underworld. Pluto is this alchemical planet that changes anything it's near. It's about power struggles. It's about fear. It's about confronting the darkness. It's about truths coming out. And they can be sometimes very difficult truths, but these truths are meant to realign you to what it is you truly want. So pay attention to the career sector. Resources, money, possessions are really big here too. If you stay in your integrity, Aries, you're going to come out a winner, because Mars in Capricorn, with all this bizarre retrograde energy, it's going to help clean up a lot of the BS. So you're very much a part of this. You got to stay in your integrity though, and you got to be responsible, and you got to be disciplined. You could come out a winner. a very big one at that. So I am telling all of the Mars ruled signs that Aries and Scorpio, you guys You guys have something here that you can help resolve for people. Deep truths, right? It's big stuff. So we're going to see the end of this retrograde phases in the next couple of weeks. Venus is going to start moving forward again with your ruling planet Mars, and then she's going to conjoin together. They're the lovers, by the way. That's why I'm like, there's something here with relationships, could be business partnerships with you. And then it's going to conjoin with Pluto. And that could be, that's right around early March, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, right around that period of time. That's a moment of healing. It's a moment of a release. It's a moment of transformation. So things are building to that point. But again, you got to be really careful here. No impulsive, rash action, no going over the top. You got to be moderate, and you got to be really steady, and you got to be really disciplined. And you're going to know what this means. You're going to know what this means, Aries. So that's what we can expect. Mercury is going to start moving forward again in just a couple weeks. So that one has been really hitting me. Again, that's travel, that's technology, travel delays, technology, learning, the mind. A lot of people are feeling anxious right now. I'm definitely feeling anxious. I'm a Gemini rising in the Vedic tradition. That's the Indian practice. And so Mercury is my ruling planet. And I just, I hit a pothole the other day and ripped open the sidewall of my tire. Well, I had to replace all 4 tires because my vehicle is all-wheel drive. So that was one of them that came up for me the other day. Yesterday, I went through a technology upgrade that took 5 hours, so I essentially couldn't work yesterday. Poor me, can't work, but at the same time I still have things to do, so I got to make up that time. So technology issues with travel, it's irritations of all type with Mercury. That's what he does. He's the trickster. He's looking to see how you react to things. So you got to be cool, calm, and collected. Got to tap into that Capricorn energy to get through all of this retrograde realignment, all this retrograde review, right? That's what it's all about. You got to be patient, and you got to trust that the universe has a plan for you. So Aries, let's do your tarot card reading. We're going to pull 6 cards from the tarot, and then we're going to do 1 card from the angels. I'm also going to pull 1 card from my new astrology deck from the 12 signs. So whatever sign is going to be important for you in February, we will discuss that as well. So that is, that's what we're going to do today. These messages won't resonate with all of you. Be sure you take a look at your ascendant, moon, and Venus. Sometimes those videos are going to resonate more with you depending on what's happening in your natal chart. But always check your sun and your rising sign. So those will be pretty important. All right. Let's see what's going on with our warriors. Turn strategists in the sign of Capricorn. This is the height of career. Something's changing here with career and money. Maybe some of you get a raise. It's not always bad things with retrogrades. Sometimes retrogrades actually bring in really good things too, but it can be a little bit difficult and tricky at times. So maybe there's something with money. Some of you get a new job, and it turns out to be way better, and it's more aligned with what it is you want. So keep that in mind. But Venus retrogrades are always, they can bring in things with love, past life partners, exes, people from the past. So if they're coming back, they're looking to resolve something. Sometimes they're looking to reconcile, other times they're not. If you're single and you've met someone and things are a little bit rocky right now, truths are coming out. If you're married or you're partnered up and things have been rocky, this is a time when you could potentially find resolution, or you're gonna know this is the beginning of the end. I won't sugarcoat it for you guys. I think people just need to know it. So that's what we're up against. You're going to know where this is going. And the thing is, you can't stop it. This is extremely powerful energy. These are probably the most powerful transits that we have. Though there's some other stuff coming up in April. But to start off the year, it's really powerful stuff. And watch what's happening in government. Capricorn rules government, concentrated energy in government. You see the Russian president being aggressive in the Ukraine. I really hope this doesn't go down the road that I think it is. I'm just going to leave it at that. because this could get pretty ugly. So no, I'm not trying to fearmonger. This is just the energy and how it's presenting itself. And I want to make people conscious of it so you can see the correlations between what's happening on the world stage and what's happening on the personal stage. These degrees of Capricorn that we're in right now, where Pluto is sitting at the 26th, 27th degree, that's where Mercury is, that is known as a place of war. So don't make wars in your personal life, okay? Retrograde planets, the aggressor, never comes out as a winner, okay? So I'm telling everybody that, gotta stay in your integrity, no aggressive action. Even when the planets start moving forward, that's just a time of resolution. It's not a time to be aggressive. All right, Aries. Well, this one fell out. 5 of Cups, that's the first one. All right, what's going on, Aries? Let's pull a card from the Angels for the general. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. All right, so there's someone on your radar. You're probably wondering, some of you know who this is. Others you might not. So let's pull some more cards on this. This could be the one. I'm gonna pull a card from my astrology deck. This is the sign that would be significant for you. Gemini. Geminis are the chatty, social butterflies of the zodiac, represented by the twins and ruled by the planet Mercury. Just talked about Mercury retrograde. The sign is also about fun, communication, and conversation. They are amazing friends, and they tell the most captivating and hilarious stories. Geminis are playful, affectionate, and curious, but they can also be thoughtful and serious, thanks to their dual nature. So here it is, right? So Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is known as the trickster. Sometimes they're known as to have like this double-bodied, double personality. They can be flighty at times. They can be fickle at times. They're also the social butterfly. So they're constantly moving around. That's Mercury, right? He moves very fast. He's traveling with the sun constantly. So some of you might be dealing with a Gemini here. Like I said, Mercury rules Gemini. It's going to conjoin with Pluto like in the next day or two here. So if you are confused about things, if things are just not clear, you're going to get clarity very quickly here. So we started out with 5 of Cups. Let's pull some more tarot. 8 of Swords. High Priestess. 2 of Cups. The Hermit. The 4 of Wands. So you have remember what I said about Mars and staying in your integrity? You could be the winner here. That is exactly what I'm saying. And that is exactly how this might play out. So you could be dealing with the Gemini. We also have the Hermit here. This is typically a Virgo. Virgo is also ruled by Gemini. And then we have the 2 of Cups. Sometimes this has Gemini type qualities to it, right? 2s, and we have 4 of Wands. This is the 1111 card. 2 2s, 2 pairs here. So options. I think what this is you could be dealing with someone that it could feel like they're slipping away from you. Aries. And it might have you a little depressed. The 5 of Cups is one where the man is disappointed. There's been some disappointment recently, and he's walking away. He's headed back home. He's headed back toward what comforts him. But there's still 2 cups standing upright. So there's still some emotional attachment here. And you're feeling stuck. You don't know what to do next. The situation at hand feels like you're just surrounded by swords, right? This is thinking energy. So some of you just might be feeling stuck on what's going on up here. You don't have a solution. You don't have any resolution right now. This is the challenge. to unbind yourself, to see other solutions to the situation. And with Mars going into Capricorn, you're going to have a brilliant idea very soon. And then Mercury conjoined with Pluto, brilliance. It's brilliance. There's something here. There's some truths coming out that's going to spark some action. At the bottom of the reading, we have the Two of Cups. This is a divine relationship. This is a person you were supposed to meet. They are here to teach you something about yourself and love. And it's at the bottom of the reading. This is what grounds it. This is at the root. Is this the one for me? Right? There's something here between you two. I think that the Two of Cups is about soul contracts. Sometimes people use this as a soulmate card. I think it's more about soul contracts. I think we come into this world to complete certain karma. And sometimes the ones that we are most attracted to and the ones that we have the most magnetism towards are the perfect vessels to help you spiritually, to help you grow. So there's something definitely here. Your intuition is spot on and you need to listen to it, but there are secrets. There are things you don't see just quite yet. It could be this other person is wrapping up things or finishing things so they can come back to you the correct way. And you have to trust that the universe is aligning you toward that higher form of love. This is a Pisces card. This is an ethereal card. This is using that intuition. Pisces is the 12th house for Aries. So this is also self-sabotage. This is also your blind spot. These are things you don't see just quite yet. Some of you just need to be aware of the things that you escape from, or the method that you use to escape, or perhaps this is the other person. So what I'm saying is, if you've been struggling with alcohol, if you've been struggling with intimacy, drugs, escaping of any form, you have to address that. And that will help resolve this issue. Or perhaps it's them. And that's the reason why you're feeling depressed, because you don't know what's going on, you don't have all the information, and they're trying to resolve something here. And I think it has escapist qualities to it. I think you're both going through a little bit of a dark night of the soul with the Hermit. This is isolation, confinement. That is the 12th house. That is Pisces. You're feeling confined. You're feeling isolated. You haven't heard from this person. You don't know what's going on. They just disappeared. And you don't know why. The Hermit has to go deep. The isolation is a means to bring about spiritual enlightenment. You'll see here that the Hermit has the star in his lantern. And it's about, what do you want? What are your hopes, wishes, and dreams? What do you want in your future? What's truly aligned with you? Because this is very spiritual in nature. And if it's not aligned for you, universe is going to take it out because there's something better. If it is, universe will bring it back. Now, the outcome here is the Four of Wands. And this is the 1111 card. Like I said, there is some spirituality here. There are karmic ties here. And this is also known as, these two are very much marriage. So maybe what it is this other person is wrapping up a marriage. And they're looking at you. Or they're trying to deal with some self-sabotaging behavior. And they want to come to you right. So they're going to try to figure out how to do that because they don't want to lose you. I don't think they want to lose you. But there needs to be some cleanup effort here. And this is that Mars energy in Capricorn. It's directed action to clean up the mess. Universe, let's clarify this Four of Wands for Aries. Okay, so remember that story that I was talking about with singles and okay, yeah, I got it. So yeah, this is a classic Venus retrograde story. The Four of Wands with the Seven of Swords is illusion. I think this other person is married, and perhaps they didn't tell you about it, and they were being a little bit of a trickster. Gemini. Truth is coming out. The thing is with this, Aries, if you're going to be tested, don't go over the top. Don't let anger and fear and power struggles take over. If it's not meant to be and the truth comes out and it's not aligned with what you want and your values and your boundaries and your limits, it's not meant for you. It's meant to clear out some old energy, and it's going to set you on fire to a spiritual enlightenment. There is some very spiritual things in here. Trust the process. If you're going through some really difficult stuff, trust the process. But if this is the one, I'm going to say probably not. And I'm going to also say they're probably married or they're connected to someone else, and that truth is coming out. And you probably have suspected this for a while. Don't go overboard, Aries. That could really screw things up. You have to stay in your integrity. You might need to tap into that Ice King energy with Capricorn. Capricorn cuts people off sometimes when they're lying to them and when they're not being authentic. I'm not saying that's what you need to do, but you might need to take a break and just separate yourself for a while. If this is resonating with you, my email is in the description box below. If anybody needs a personal reading, let me know. We can explore this a little bit further. Good luck, Aries. Stay in your integrity. That's the key to this one. Until next time, take care.